All right, people. Personal healthcare reform challenge part 2 today. I was going to do it yesterday, but didn't. Well, we'll just say the universe conspired against me. So we're back here again on Sunday, and it's going to be a little bit loud today because it's a little bit loud in the gym right now. That's why I got the handy dandy mic that I've been using. And well, we're going to be right there. Just today, we're going to talk about this little thin red line, which is usually dedicated to all the first responders out there because, well, they are that thin red line, right? All the first responders that come out to do stuff to help out, as we've seen recently, a lot. Okay, so give thanks to the first responders, give them aid, give them help, do whatever they they ask you to do to help out in different situations, and be the help. And to put that point further along, be the help to other people. Be that thin red line for other people when they are in need, because you can't walk a mile in their shoes, but you can help them walk another mile. You can hook yourself to their boat and pull them to safer shores when life in the ocean of life gets rough, right? We're not all in the same boat. We're all in the same ocean. We all have different boats. Some of us are on a life raft just trying to survive, all right? Other people are in yachts. Make sure the people that need help and aid and give help, and do something to help to do that, because they may be the next person that renders aid and gives help to the next person. All right. So with that, I'm going to hook myself up to a little rowboat. The whole walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, or you can't walk a mile in their shoes. Well, we're going to row a mile, which is 1,600 meters. We're going to see how fast I can row a mile. And then, of course, for you, your goal, hop on, because rowing is full body workout. Okay, gets upper, gets lower, cardiovascular. Here's the thing: be steady. Be steady. Don't go fast. Don't go slow. Go steady. Find a rhythm. Work the rhythm. Okay, work that rhythm. And the toughest part, yes, is to start, because, well, I guess I've never done this. So am I apprehensive? Yes. Because I lift weights. I lift weights really fast. I don't do rowboat stuff. I know I work with runners, but I don't run. I do sprints. And this, my friends, is not going to be a sprint. This is going to be a, lasting as long as we can last, and being as steady as we can be, and being as smooth as we can be, because this is use the legs to push and pull, okay? Follow with the arms and the upper body, okay? It's the legs and an upper body, okay? So it's blood, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Get yourself strapped in. And get ready, because I'm going to talk while I'm rowing, all right? So row your boat really downstream. Yeah, I'm going to be not singing that too loud later on. So here we go. You ready? 1,600 meters. And we're going to see how fast we can crank out 1,600 while I pontificate. And hopefully I can pontificate loud enough to get it over the sound of this little rowboat, because it ain't quiet. So right now I'm at about 500 meters for every 2 minutes. And take note, I get to push with the legs, I get to pull with the legs, and everybody gets to go with you. If you didn't know, today, big event happening about 1 o'clock. Sorry, Kirk. Speaking of walking a mile, somebody else's shoes. Well, rather than walking a mile in their shoes, how about walk a mile in their honor? Which means pick up the mic, find the things you're interested in, some truths about that, some real truths, and put your voice out there and work on it and modify it and stay true to it. And be steady and consistent. Because if you're not consistent, people will find inconsistencies to try to, well, poke holes in whatever truth you're putting out there. Now, if you're putting out untruths, they're going to be there. Whew, that's 2 minutes. And we're at 500 meters. And I might have bitten off more than I can chew, or we're going to keep going. But find your thing. Get into it. Starting's tough. And you're going to find that there are really tough parts along the journey. Like right now. And what do you do when you get to the tough parts? Well, you keep breathing. And you stay steady. And you stay consistent. And you look back on the reason why you started. And once you do that, well, you're going to stay inspired. More importantly, you're going to start by yourself. Eventually, other people that like your message and want to join in will join in. And you're going to have other people that don't like your message, they're going to join in. And, you know, it's been said, if you got fans, it's great. If you got haters, even better. Because if you got haters, that means you have a message that is getting out. And sometimes your haters are your biggest fans. And if you can convince them to come to your side, because they have a compelling argument, and you can back it up, and you can stay steady and consistent, and they start to respect you, guess what? Those haters, a few of them, will turn into your biggest fans. And not just your biggest fans, and they will pick up that torch that you're carrying, the mic that you're carrying, and they will continue on. And sometimes do an even better job than you did. Why? Because they came from disbelief. And then they got into belief and understanding. Because of, well, they thought that you were off your rocker, you're crazy. We're saying couldn't be right. And then, after they dig in, and they start looking to the truth of it, they find out you are right, they convert, and they come over. Which is why I said, find your thing, make sure it's truthful, stick to the truth, be steady, be consistent. 1,200 meters right here. And keep going. Because if we stop, they rejoice. They rejoice and they win. The haters do. Your fans will not only lose faith, they'll become disillusioned. And they'll start thinking maybe all the stuff that person was talking about was not real, was not true. What happens then? The haters start trying to convert the people that were walking with you into where they were going. And if they're going to a bad place, that means they're taking all the people that were walking with you to a bad place. And we can't have that. So, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how tired you get, especially in the beginning when there's nobody there, and in the middle, when you start feeling like you have more haters than supporters, and you can't breathe, and you don't want to move, keep on moving. Breathe and move. And then as you have more support, it gets easier. Why? Because they lift and carry you all the way through to the very end. We got 100 meters to go. And then you can go harder and faster because you got support. And you've done the hard work. You stay steady and consistent and faithful. And then that last bit gets so much easier. Woo. So 1,600 meters, 7 minutes. And notice, I kept talking the whole time. Why? Well, as things get tougher, people are going to try to shut you up. And you, in turn, are going to want to be quiet because you're thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? Steady, consistent effort. Keep going, keep talking. Why? Because you're breathing. And you get into it. And when you're putting out inspirational words, and you become the inspiration, you yourself stay inspired to continue going, even when everything, your body, your lungs, your legs, wants to tell you to quit because you have never done this thing before in your life. What are you doing, you crazy man? Honestly, first time ever I've done 1,600 meters. So, pick up challenges. Do things that challenge you to make yourself a better person. And yeah, people are going to think you're crazy. Why? Maybe you are. Crazy people get things done. And that's the point. It's the crazy ones that get things done, make an impact in the world, and improve the world. If, okay, if, watch out for the elephants, right? If what you're doing is truthful, and you stay steady and consistent, and you validate things, and not only that, you show love and compassion to the people that are throwing hate at you, and they will, okay? Even when they try to shut you up, even when they try to shut you down, even when they try to shadow ban you, as some of us found out many, many, many years ago, can and will happen and will continue to happen when you voice opposition to something that is sold as good but is not. It's just a bill of goods that you have to see after it's been passed, and you realize there's really not much of anything good in there. So there's your challenge. You can try this. You can do a walk, you can do something. Go a mile. First mile is the toughest, okay? Can I keep going? Yes. You know why? Because I hit that first mile, and you hit that first thing that you've never done before. And when you do something you've never done before, and you're a little bit worried about it, especially when you're doing it live. By the way, doing things on camera on live makes you about 20% stronger. Don't do anything too stupid. But, you know, performance will bring out the best in you. An audience will bring out the best in you. Why? Because they want to see you succeed, okay? Anybody that gets up on stage to be a comedian, speaker, anything like that, realize the people there to see you want to see you succeed. Even the haters want to see you succeed. Why? Because then they get to have more fun trying to hate on you and bring you down. I know, but realize everybody's there to see you succeed because you have stepped out on the edge. You stepped out on the ledge to do something that other people haven't even contemplated or are afraid to do. So do those scary things that are actually going to be inspirational to others. So they'll get up and they'll do stuff. And that's how you become a leader, is just being crazy enough to start and then being dedicated enough to continue and being steady enough that even when it does get hard, you just keep going and moving. Because that's the tough part. Staying steady and just going and moving when anybody else would have stopped. Because they do, and sadly people do stop because they feel the pressure. And it's pressure, and it'll be there. Move through it, breathe through it. Lean on your supporters. If you don't have any supporters, well, you know what? You have faith in yourself. You can do it. You know how you do it? You can do it. You do it. You just go do it. And have a plan. Work the plan. Go do it. Keep doing it. That's it. Have a good Sunday. I'm enjoying watching the Charlie Kirk Memorial 1. I hope you are too. It's been an incredible memorial to a really good man that did a lot of good in the world and was trying to get more people in the world to do a lot more good, which is sit down, have a conversation, discuss, work out problems, okay? Voice is not violence. How about that? Voices, not violence. Use your voice, not violence. That was the goal. Having discourse between people of opposing opinions to either come to a consensus or agree to disagree and walk away with respect for one another. That's it, because you don't know where the other person is coming from. You don't know their background. It is good to find out why they have the thoughts that they thought. And usually that comes from the road that they were on, the walk that they've been walking. Figure that out, find some common ground, and move forward from there with love and respect. That's the goal. We're all humans. We're all humans. So with that, we need to have more human kindness. To quote David Weck, who's another awesome guy. Listen to him, especially on this stuff. And me, and my partner Ray. But yeah, there you go. Every step stronger. Be kind. Let's have some more human kindness. And have a great day. Do great things for yourself and do great things for other people, because that's why we are here. And keep walking. And apparently it doesn't want me to quit yet.